You take about 20,000 breaths a day. You will probably notice 10 of them. This is a fundamental feature of your design. A system running silently in the background so you can focus on other things. The smartest people in neuroscience and the oldest wisdom traditions violently disagree on whether you should leave it alone. Both sides have a point, and the consequences of their advice will shape the very quality of your life. Where do you stand? By the end of this, you might change your mind. Your body runs on autopilot. Your heart beats, your food digests, your pupils dilate, all without any conscious input from you. These are functions of the autonomic nervous system, the ancient reliable hardware that keeps you alive. Of all these automatic processes, breathing occupies a unique space. It's the one major function with a manual override switch. You can hold your breath, you can speed it up, you can breathe deep into your belly or take short, shallow sips of air. This makes it a backdoor, a direct interface between your conscious mind and the deep involuntary systems that govern your state of being. This is the foundation of a powerful argument for conscious control. Proponents view breathing as the ultimate biohack, a gear shift for your own nervous system. The logic is mechanically simple. Long, slow exhales stimulate the vagus nerve, the main highway of your parasympathetic nervous system. This is the rest and digest system. It physically cannot operate at the same time as its opposite, the sympathetic fight or flight system. By deliberately slowing your exhale, you are forcing your body to downshift. You are telling the ancient panicked part of your brain that the threat has passed, even if your thoughts are still racing. Think of a Navy SEAL, moments before a mission, using box breathing to stay calm and focused under immense pressure. 4 seconds in, hold for 4. 4 seconds out, hold for 4. This is a learned skill, a deliberate manipulation of physiology to achieve a desired mental state. Consider a professional musician stepping onto a stage in front of thousands. That long silent exhale, just before the first note, is a tool. It dampens the adrenaline spike and clears the mind. They are using their breath as a technology, a piece of internal equipment honed through practice. This view suggests your natural breathing pattern is just a default setting, and you have full administrative rights to change it. That sounds like the ultimate tool for modern life. A free, built-in remote control for your own anxiety. But there is a deep and subtle danger in this way of thinking, a trap that many fall into. The problem starts when you can't put the remote control down. The argument for trusting your body's innate wisdom is simple. The autopilot is a masterpiece of engineering. Your brainstem constantly monitors blood oxygen and carbon dioxide levels, adjusting your respiratory rate with a precision you could never hope to match consciously. It accounts for your posture, your altitude, your metabolic needs from moment to moment. It does this perfectly, for free, while you sleep. When you decide to take manual control, you are telling this brilliant system that you know better, and sometimes you create the very problem you were trying to solve. This can lead to a state some clinicians call sensory motor obsession or air hunger. It's a form of anxiety where you become hyper-aware of your breath. You feel you can't get a full, satisfying breath. You start manually forcing deep inhales, trying to feel that sense of completion, but the act of monitoring your breath changes it. The body, confused by your manual inputs, fights back. This creates a terrifying feedback loop. The more you try to control your breath to relieve anxiety, the more unnatural your breathing becomes. And the more unnatural it feels, the more your anxiety skyrockets. The tool has become the source of the torment. For these individuals, the advice to just focus on your breath is poison. Their struggle began because they focused on their breath too much. Their path to peace is learning to forget, to trust the machine again, to let the autopilot take over and stop checking the instruments every 5 seconds. For them, the biohack is a bug. It's a door they wish they'd never opened. It sounds convincing. Just let your body do what it was designed to do. Surrender control. And yet, this peaceful philosophy has its own massive blind spot. What happens when the autopilot is broken? What happens when your natural breathing pattern is a symptom of a deeper problem? For millions of people living with the after effects of trauma or chronic stress, the autonomic nervous system is stuck. It's locked in a state of hypervigilance. The fight or flight system is perpetually in the driver's seat. Their default breathing is rapid, shallow, and located high in the chest. This pattern constantly sends a signal to the brain that there is a threat. Right now, this creates a self-sustaining cycle of anxiety. The body is tense because the brain thinks there's danger, and the brain thinks there's danger because the body is broadcasting tension signals through its breath. In this state, trusting the autopilot is terrible advice. You are trusting a system that is actively harming you. The machine is running a corrupted program. Here, conscious breathing becomes a critical intervention. It's the crowbar you use to pry the system out of its dysfunctional pattern. By intentionally practicing slow, deep diaphragmatic breathing, you are manually forcing the system back into a parasympathetic state. You are showing your body, on a purely mechanical level, that it is safe. You are overriding the faulty alarm system. This is the core of many somatic therapies. The goal of this conscious control is to create a new, healthier, unconscious pattern. You practice calm breathing so that eventually, calm breathing becomes your new default. You are using manual control to repair the autopilot. The intention is to one day be able to forget about your breath again, but from a place of safety, from a place of regulation. You have to take the controls to fix the plane, so that eventually you can let it fly itself. This reveals the central paradox of the entire debate. You must take conscious control in order to earn the right to surrender it. The two opposing philosophies are actually two halves of a single healthy cycle. The danger lies in getting stuck on one side. Getting stuck in surrender when your system is dysregulated is a recipe for remaining trapped in anxiety. Getting stuck in control after your system has been regulated is a new kind of prison, an obsessive monitoring that robs you of peace. The breath is a bridge between your conscious mind and your unconscious body, a gateway that is unique in your physiology. You can use it to send messages of safety and regulation inward. You can use it to assess how your inner world is doing. The ability to control your breath is a profound responsibility. It is a power that can liberate you from cycles of panic, or it can mire you in an obsessive loop of self-monitoring. It is both a tool for healing and a potential instrument of self-inflicted anxiety. The skill is knowing which one you need in the moment, when to be the pilot and when to be the passenger. So where are you on that bridge? Are you using your breath as a tool to find your way back to a state of natural, easy function? Or has the tool itself become the focus, a constant task you feel you must manage? The line between conscious intervention and anxious obsession is thinner than you think. Where do you draw it?